Wednesday night baseball now from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Ulysses Chacín, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he was not real effective in his last start. He gave up 9 hits. He's going to have to limit that here in this one.
Robert Vinson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Robert Vinson.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
7-10.
Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And this is a battle of 2 first-place clubs here. Maybe even a couple of clubs that might meet again come October. Who knows? This is going to be a good one.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Chacín looks in. Here's the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less aggressive at the plate to sustain some good offense throughout the entire season.
David Wright will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
And that misses inside, 1-0. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slapped hard the opposite way. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Bryant Tyner will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And, guys, he's also leading the league in RBIs this year. He's not just hitting. He's doing it with runners in scoring position.
He's set. Here it comes. This one skied out toward right. Puig giving chase. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit's all they get. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Jacob DeGrand gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
And the left-handed hitting Carl Crawford will stand in to start the home half of inning number 1.
Left fielder, Carl Crawford.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, one man to look out for is Yonder Alonso. He's a very tough guy to get out. In fact, he leads the National League in on-base percentage coming into the day, so expect him to make something happen offensively for this club. He seems to do just that almost every game.
Hanley Ramirez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so let's see if that shows up in this one.
One out, nobody on. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Yasiel Puig will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. After one, no score. Yoenis Cespedes steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. Chacin gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Puig. One away. With a moment now, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Mark Piazza will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
A dive by Gordon. He goes to first. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
You talk about a throw eating a guy up at first. Look at how he lets his ball play him. Instead of going out to get the ball, he lets it get too deep. And at that point, it's hard to get those hands into a high enough position, and he can't make the play.
Stepping in now, Basil Padilla. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here he comes on 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. No score here as we play inning number 2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Got him.
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you get into that cycle of fouling off pitch after pitch and trying to protect, you just feel like you have to swing at everything you see. And here, he knows that out on the mound, so he just keeps going farther and farther away from the strike zone until he finally gets a swing and miss.
Here's Juan Lagares as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We'll see Matt Kemp start things out when we return. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And there is Matt Kemp now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Fielder, Matt
Into the windup and the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line and right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double.
Well, this is just a nice job of hitting at the plate. This pitch looked to be off the outer edge, but you can see him sort of dive out over the plate to go get it, and he winds up driving this ball for 2 bases.
Yonder Alonso will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Matt Wieters will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Looped out towards short. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single. That's a great job of both driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
Into the box now, Earl Unger, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2, and now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
D. Gordon set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets 0. Asdrubal Cabrera strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Cabrera.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
1 strike, the count.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Jacob.
Settling in now,
DeGrand.
Jacob DeGrand. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Puig. 2 gone.
Now, if you're a pitcher, you have to love pitching at this place. And you've got a cool night here, making the air a little heavy. And this ball just has 0 carry to it.
Robert Vinson will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
The third baseman,
Boy,
number 5.
do you want a wake-up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Kemp, still going back. Gone! A 2-run homer for David Wright, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here. That 2-out single that kept this inning alive. I mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with 2 away. Pays off for them big time here.
Up next for the Mets.
Into the box, Bryant Tyner, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-1 New York. Ulysses Chacin digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Ulysses Chacin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Back to the top of the order now, and here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. Out in front of it, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Tyner moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The shortstop, number 13, Hanley Ramirez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And Lagares will look this one in, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Yoenis Cespedes is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Now batting.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Mark Piazza will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Chacin comes set. First pitch on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This 4th inning's not starting out any better than the 3rd did.
Here comes the 1-0. Runner goes for second. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
In now, Basil Padilla, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Line towards center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Cespedes will get the green light around third. In to score is the runner from first. It's now 3-1.
Well, this was do or die out there. You can't fault the effort, but I think if he takes a deeper angle and just tries to play this on the hop, he probably could have prevented that runner from scoring. Instead, he essentially plays this into an RBI triple.
Here's Juan Lagares. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Smoked on the ground left side. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Back in standing. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Long throw to third. And the throw by Crawford won't be in time. He's in there at third.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Jacob DeGrand will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. This is a big-time chance.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, you know, that would have been a good spot to help your own cause, but I think any kind of base hit there would have been more of an accident than a real plan. I mean, he's in over his head, and it shows.
Stepping in now, Robert Vinson. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
Breaking ball blocked by Wieters. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
He still needs one more strike, but hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. Only chance is a bare hand. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play.
So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mets 4 and the Dodgers 1. Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he takes ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Looking to avoid his first walk. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Matt Kemp strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Now the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Yonder Alonso as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. chopped foul right at home plate. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
One and two, here it comes. Hit to third. Wright has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for L.A. They trail it 4-1. David Wright heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the seats, 0-1. Chacín's ready. Here he comes, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Oh, and he rips this one to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
A pretty good swing there.
Up next for the
You
Mets,
watch. Head
right
stays
fielder,
down, ball
Brian
gets deep in the zone, and
Tyner.
he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Standing in now, Bryant Tyner started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. In the air, out to right. Puig on the run. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Basil Padilla.
And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Jhoulys Chacín. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Gary Vina is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Basil Padilla will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
The 0-2 home. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
And if he got caught chasing the high fastball on 0-1, you can bet he's going to see another one on 0-2. Good job to lay off that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Has to challenge him here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit high and deep to right center. Kemp going back on it to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. 1 run scores. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Oh, what about a big at-bat right there with the bases loaded. I thought he might get all 3 runners home, but you'll see a nice job out there of playing the carom off the wall, getting the ball back into the infield, and that'll keep this a 2-run double as they'll hold that potential 3rd run at third base.
Juan Lagares will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game.
And he continues to be a big part of their attack. With 2 more RBIs on the plate, that gives him 3 for the ball game, and they push that lead out a little wider.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
set and the 1-0 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Four runs here in this half inning. Three and 0 now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob
The pitcher, Jacob DeGrand, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Now a bunt attempt here, but this one gets right by him. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Second and third here, 1 man out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Robert Vinson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Puig at the track. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And the run is in to score from second.
More of the same right here, and that puts them into double digits now. 10 runs scored, and they've really had their way with this pitching staff all throughout.
David Wright is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 10-1. Earl Unger will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
D. Gordon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
A.J. Ellis.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the dangerous left fielder, Carl Crawford. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. First and second now, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. J.P. Howell will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Bryant Tyner steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Oh, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys, because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
High and deep to right center field. Kemp looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year as the blowout continues.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Called strike 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Well, they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Into the box now, Mark Piazza, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crawford waits on it. 2 down.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Into the box now, Basil Padilla. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Mets lead it 11-1. Hanley Ramirez will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First offering on its way. Grounded foul off to the right. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. So unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck. Rafael Montero will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Rafael Montero.
Yasiel Puig will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Matt Kemp ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in to Cabrera for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Yonder Alonso will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
This is pulled into right. Tyner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for L.A. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Juan Lagares is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well hit to right. Just foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drilled to the left side. Unger takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So the leadoff man set down here for Asdrubal Cabrera. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Rafael Montero will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
The phrase is get the bunt down, not get the bunt up. That's costly there.
Robert Vinson will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Matt Wieters will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
In now, Earl Unger. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Dee Gordon.
Striding into the box, Dee Gordon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Right. Oh, my. Bare hands it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Joel Pena will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mets out in front, 11-1. Kyle Major will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Major.
David Wright will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Certainly not the most competitive game the three of us have ever witnessed. 11-1 our score as we head to the finish line finally in this one. Bryant Tyner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty, one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Right on the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Showtrack. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decided to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. It's the Mets 11 and the Dodgers 1. And here is Carl Crawford now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Maybe a leadoff base runner could get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Cespedes is there. He's got it 1 away.
The shortstop, number 13, Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley Ramirez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Yasiel Puig will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. Home run number 5 on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Matt Kemp will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And that's taken for strike 1.
0-1.
They're saying 417 feet, the distance on that last home run. 2 out, nobody on. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 11 and the Dodgers 2. Now in the box, Mark Piazza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mark Piazza.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Digging in now, Basil Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He's had decent numbers from the left side. Nothing outstanding, though.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Ready with the 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Juan Lagares. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, you know, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Drilled to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. Well, this is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And this is fouled straight back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this inning was going nowhere. All of a sudden, though, it's changed dramatically. A base hit, a wild pitch. Just like that, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
Rafael Montero.
Lucas Duda will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Lucas Duda.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. Hit in the air to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Jim Henderson will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Henderson.
Yonder Alonso will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. 1 away.
Now
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Matt Wieters digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, and after that last pitch at 97, he decides to take a little bit off, all the way down to 96. How's that for changing speeds?
Stepping in now, Earl Unger, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you can look no further than to the 5th inning to see where this game changed. A huge rally there put them well on their path to this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 11-2. Good night from Los Angeles.